Ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and most importantly, happy game day eve as we sit here less than 24 hours away from kickoff. Appreciate you all tuning in. Very, very excited to chat with you all once again. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Welcome to the Daily Crow. Of course, as always, I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. Great day to have a day and very excited to chat with you all once again. By the way, new setup behind me. Who this? The helmet has officially made its debut on the Daily Crow. We finally got us a full-size helmet. Looks damn good if I do say so myself. So again, folks, very excited to chat with you all here on this game day eve. I see Travie, T-Mac, Brian Lattimore, Chance, John Gibbs, Hunter Herlong, Justin Langford, Leonard Matthews, also in the Big Cock Club Discord, over the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel, be sure that your questions are answered. And again, guys, I want to hear from you today. 843-790-3377 is my prediction for the game is officially locked in. We'll get more into that in just a second, guys. First things first, though, the Daily Crow, as always, is brought to you by our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies, but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, not just a number. You're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. Been involved in any type of action, no matter what it might be, the last thing that you should be dealing with, worried about dealing with paperwork, the insurance company, etc. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you guys. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today. In Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368, or of course your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, that's our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. Chance Crocker's locking it in. 45-10. North Carolina. Wow. I sure hope not, Chance. I'm going to be there in person. I would not want to sit there through that ass whipping. Noah Johns, appreciate it. Yeah, the helmet's fire, my God. The helmet's fire. Appreciate my little brother. Hell of a gift. If I do say so myself, it looks absolutely incredible. Love the way it looks in the background. So, really, really good stuff. Courtney Washington, what's going on? Daddy-O, appreciate you tuning in. John Gibbs says, UNC 31, South Carolina 21. I think the Heels get us late in the fourth quarter, but do not fret because this time next year is going to be a whole different feeling. I hope so. Twan Love Kicks, what's up? My guy P-Doc, what's going on? Luke Boyd says, do you think Spencer Rattler will be in attendance tomorrow? No, I do not, Luke. No, I do not. Everything I've seen on his social media, he's out training in like Arizona, so I don't think Spencer Rattler is just going to come to chill on the bench to watch us play against UNC in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't think so. And it doesn't bother me that he doesn't. I mean, he's training. He's getting ready to come in and be our starting quarterback. Doesn't bother me that he's doing his own thing. Brian Dean says 31-20 Gamecocks. Would love to see it. T-Mac 28-23 UNC. Linus Taylor says 17-14 South Carolina. P-Dawk says 20-17 South Carolina. P-Dawk, you don't even believe that. Don't even play with me. Hope, what's going on? KG True Player says 31-28 North Carolina. P-Dawk, how'd the simulation go? The simulation, North Carolina won by a score of, 31-24. I believe. Yeah, 31-24. We lost. So actually very realistic. Very realistic. Hunter Herlong says 31-28. USC Parker White closes his career with a walk-off field goal win. Would love to see that. Hey, he only needs 3 points, to tie the record, right? So 6 points to break it, 3 to tie. So it should happen. It should happen. Again, folks, appreciate you all tuning in, taking your questions, your comments, your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Want to continue to hear from you. Let's see. P-Dog, we missed this Monday. We did miss this Monday. I figured you were busy, my guy. I figured you were busy. Also, I was hurting way too hard on Monday to do anything, my guy. Just trust me. Daddy-O, take the under. Dude, the under just is stealing. The under's stealing. Like, literally stealing. I don't know. I don't know where 59 total points is coming from. I don't know. I truly don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. That total to me just feels absurdly off. Feels absurdly off. Let's see. Again, we're talking Gamecocks, North Carolina, as we sit just less than 24 hours away from kickoff. I've locked in my score prediction, guys. I've locked in my score prediction. But again, I want to continue to hear from you guys what you think is going to happen. Brian Lattimore, we got to score at least 27 to win. I do agree with you. Jim Davis says, I'll be at the 8-yard line, second level. Game will come down to a fourth quarter defensive stop and a drive to win. 20-17 Gamecocks. Parker White game winner would be cool. Jim, is that what you would like to see happen or what you think is actually going to happen? Rhett Godbold, 31-20 UNC. Too much offense. I would agree with you. Linus Taylor, enough with the COVID questions. We are good. Enough with the COVID questions. The game's being played. Next question. Chad Godwin says, let's play the freshman quarterback some. What does it hurt? It's a bowl game. I think they really just want to ride out Zeb Nolan, man. Here's the thing, too, though. I mean, Colton Gothier hadn't played all season. So is he ready to play? Is he a better option, really, than I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It just seems strange that, he hasn't played all year. So, whatever. Let's see. Josh Travis, I feel like UNC is a lot like Florida. Offense is very quarterback-centric with a subpar defense. I think we could use the same game plan to pull out a close win. Well, see, Josh, you say that, and I agree. I've actually got a clip. Great minds think alike. I got a clip for later today talking about, what's the blueprint for a Gamecocks victory, right? Like, what game do you look back from this season and say, hey, if it goes like this, we could win? The game I look at is Florida. But see, what happened, right? What happened in that game against Florida? You got a scoop and score from Jabari Ellis. You forced turnovers. Like, weird things happen. Weird things happen. If all things are equal and it's just the Gamecocks offense squaring off against the UNC offense, South Carolina has no chance to win this football game. It will take another Herculean effort from your defense. It'll take Beamer ball making plays. And again, guys, that's why I picked North Carolina to win the game 34-20. In case you missed it, my prediction, again, is out on social media. It's out on today's podcast, episode 565. Be sure to check that out. I'm locked in UNC 34, South Carolina 20. Again, guys, I think it's a close game. I think it's a back-and-forth game, especially early. South Carolina just doesn't have the horses to keep up. They just don't. They just don't. Bottom line, I don't think that's breaking news. I don't think that's a bold take. The Gamecocks just don't have the horses to keep up in this one. It's going to take Sam Howell not playing his best, UNC putting the ball on the ground. You're going to have to win the turnover battle, I think, by at least 3 or 4. I mean, really, truly, I think so. And again, I know you're only a 10-point underdog, but you're just going to have to help your offense out so exponentially. And also, guys, think of what happened in that Florida game. Josh brings it up again. That Florida game, what happened? You ran for 284 yards. So, yeah, if you can run for 284 yards, then I think you got a great chance. But what have you seen this year that tells you that's going to happen? So, again, guys, if in the Big Cock Club Discord, be sure to leave your questions there because we've got like 70 comments pending. A lot of you tuned in, commented today, and I do appreciate that. Let's see. P-Dog, 34-20 still hits the under. No shit. That's why I gave the under as my best bet. So, let's see. Brian Dean, Auburn's defense is better than UNC's. That is a fact for sure. That is a fact. So, Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Very excited for today, guys. If you're going to be in Charlotte, either later today, tonight, or tomorrow, let me know. Plan for TSUS. Our game plan is this. Yours truly heading up to Charlotte about 2:30 or so. We got an Airbnb up there. Going to get up there. The Gamecock Club event at Ink and Ivy tonight. We're going to go to that. So going to be there. Starts at 6. We'll probably get there just after, what have you. Stay there for a little bit. And then, of course, tomorrow. So no TSUS tailgate. I wish we could have made it work. I do. I really do. But logistically was just a nightmare trying to figure it all out. So instead, we are going to head over to the Charlotte Gamecock Club tailgate. Also, Ink and Ivy will be opening at 9 a.m. So, again, going to be a really, really good time. You guys come on out there. And, again, I'll be keeping you all updated on social media. The bigger news is this. And, again, in case you've missed the irony of it this week, right? In case you've missed the irony, which if you have, I don't see how you could. The last time the Gamecocks played in Bank of America Stadium, the last time South Carolina and North Carolina took the field against each other, the last time was the Fire Muschamp video. The last time was Fire Muschamp. The last time was the tank top and the bandana and the chains and the sunburn. Folks, tomorrow it comes back. I can officially confirm. You can see I'm already getting in form today. Already getting in form. Already got the fit plan tomorrow. The black tank, the black bandana, the jorts, the J's, the chains, all of it will be back. Except the sunburn. We're not going to do the sunburn again. No bueno. No bueno. But the fit will be back tomorrow. I mean, dude, it literally feels like summer outside. It literally feels like summer. So, let's see. Linus Taylor, it's not going to rain, so I don't know what you're talking about. I think there's like a 40% chance, but it's not going to rain. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll just tell you this. I don't think we can bank on the rain to keep this a low-scoring game. I mean, I'm literally looking right now at the forecast, and at 11 a.m., it's 24% chance of rain. It gets to like 40% at 1 o'clock, 30% at 2. So, I mean, the game's going to be over by 2. So, anyways, Brian Dean says it'll be the first team to win for the SEC conference this bowl season. Yeah, how has the SEC been so bad? So bad in bowl games. So bad in bowl games. Daddy-O, no live in-stadium Daily Crow. No, sir. No, sir. We'll do our normal halftime updates, post-game updates, all that good stuff. But tomorrow's game day, so really no way of going live in the stadium. But plenty of content, guys. Content bleeding out the eyeballs, of course. Rest of day today, tomorrow, of course, again, with it being game day. And then Friday, we'll be back right here. Back right here with the podcast, the Daily Crow. Have us a normal Friday. And I think I'm actually even going to have a special Saturday podcast for you, dropping on New Year's Day, because there's a lot of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and year in review type of content and looking ahead of the upcoming year type of content I like to get out there. So I think we're actually going to have a Saturday podcast. So just wait and see. But either way, again, I'm locked in, guys. 34-20. I got UNC getting the W. I just think, again, guys, it's going to take a Herculean effort from the Gamecocks defensively, and I just don't think offensively you've got the weapons to keep up. I also think UNC will be able to move the football. I think Sam Howell's mobility, his running ability is going to give you problems. I think it's going to give you problems, no doubt. Ty Chandler's a really, really good running back. They've got good weapons on the outside. Sam Howell's still a very legitimate, big-time type of player. I think it's going to be tough for South Carolina. I do. I think it's going to be pretty tough. So I think eventually, it's a close game, back and forth. I could see a one-score game at half. I do think that UNC, though, eventually pulls away, and they will get the W again, 34-20. 34-20. I've got UNC getting the dub over the Gamecocks. Rocket Maine, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Brian Dean says Mississippi State got blasted. Yeah, they did. Brian Dean, section 203, you'll be there. Attaboy. Yeah, I'll be there section 206, I believe. So, yeah, good stuff. Going to be a lot of fun. Hey, let's look at it this way. At least I do. I look at it this way. My last bowl game experience, or my only bowl game experience, was the last bowl game the Gamecocks played in, which was in Charlotte against Virginia, and we lost 28-0. So it can't be any worse, can it? It just can't be any worse, right? It can't be any worse. I mean, we might lose. Don't get me wrong. I've picked us to lose, but as long as we don't lose 28-0, at least it's an improvement on the last time. Daddy-O, in all fairness, other conferences step up their game when they play against SEC schools, kind of like how the Orioles beat the Yankees. I mean, comparing Major League Baseball to college football is interesting, to say the least. Either way, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. My guy John Kruger talking about the volume. John, I think it might be you, my guy. I think it might be you. We are rocking here as normal. So I think it might be you, my guy. Let's see. Brian Dean, Josh Van will torch the UNC secondary. I don't doubt that, Brian. The question is, will Zeb Nolan have time to throw the football? And will we have enough of a rushing attack to make UNC respect it? Those are questions that I do not have the answer to. And most likely, the answer is no. P-Dawk says, how the hell am I supposed to get hammered at 9 a.m.? My guy, I got a feeling, P-Dawk, you will find a way. P-Dawk, here's how you do it. You get hammered tonight. And so then when you wake up, it just carries over, right? You start it tonight. Big facts. You start it tonight. Brian Dean says, Kevin Harris, 170 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. I hope so, Brian. I hope so. Hunter Herlong, uniforms for the game tomorrow have not been announced. If I have to guess, though, again, UNC is rocking their throwback unis, powder blue helmets, powder blue tops, white pants, and we're the home team. So I say we also rock our throwbacks. I think that'd be a really cool uniform matchup, if you will. So, I don't know. Either way, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Justin Langford, hopefully big game Garnet. Rebecca Deem Strandage, yes, the phone lines are open. Wide open. P-Dawks is going to use 4 Locos as my NyQuil. Love that. You love to hear that, P-Dawk. I mean, really, just a tale as old as time. A tale truly as old as time. Let's see. Brian Dean, if Wake Forest can run on UNC, so can we. Again, Brian, I hope so, man. I mean, we couldn't run on Vandy. We couldn't run on Troy. So, it could happen. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible. But you are who you are. We've played 12 games. We're a team that averages 3.5 yards per carry. If we hit 200 yards rushing, it'll be a minor miracle, Brian. It will. T-Mac, can someone explain to me why the Alamo Bowl is at 9:15 when it's a top 20 matchup? T-Mac, the reason is just scheduling for TV. I mean, really. So. Again, guys, questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Tim Dorn says UNC went 6-6 in a very weak ACC this year. The defense sucks. I hear you, Tim, because people want to throw that card out there. Oh, but they play in the ACC. I just don't think it matters, man. Clemson plays in the ACC, and they beat our ass. Troy plays in the Sun Belt. I mean, what difference does it make? The SEC's 0-4 in bowl games. What difference does it make? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't factor in, they're in the ACC, so we definitely will win. It's like, it doesn't matter, bro. We couldn't run the ball on Troy. Couldn't run it on Vandy. Couldn't run it on Mizzou, who had the worst rush defense in college football. So what difference does it make? You know what I mean? What difference does it make? Yeah, I just, the conference pride thing. And again, I'm not saying that the SEC is not the best conference in college football. I believe it is, but I'm not a conference pride guy. I really don't care, guys. I'm not a conference pride guy. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if the SEC loses every single bowl game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I actually probably would prefer they lose. Truly. Helps us. I hope they all lose. They all lose. We win. We get ahead. Like I'm not, I know there's probably some of you out there that pull for, we got to pull for the SEC. Like, I don't give a figgity what. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me if the SEC loses every single bowl game it has. Bo Shupp, I'm confident the defense will show up. Will the offense lead them out there all day, or will the offense hold up its end of the deal? I mean, that's the question, Bo. Will South kind of be able to go blow for blow? I mean, again, but the defense is going to have to, they're going to have to provide you with some short fields. They're going to have to force some turnovers. They're going to have to be opportunistic, again, because you're just simply not, all things equal, your offense is not good enough to beat UNC. It's just not. Something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. Something's got to give, right? Something has to give. UNC's defense is terrible. Your offense has not been very good, and you lose Jason Brown and Zaquandre White. But you'd think you should be able to move the football. You really should. You really should. Ryan Dean says to hell with Georgia and Alabama. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. Certainly to hell with Georgia. Colonel Titan says Juju has a big day and finally gets over the 100-yard mark. You got to find a way to utilize him for sure. Again, I mean, all the weapons you have, man, you got to find a way to utilize them all. I mean, it's just bottom line. Got to get the football to your playmakers. One final ride. One last ride, as it says, for old Zeb Nolan. Brian Dean, I believe Rick Sandage is out. I mean, he broke his leg, dude. So, I mean, he's been out all season. So, no, I'm pretty sure he's out. Tim Dorn says we lost to UVA because of Muschamp. I mean, he certainly didn't help. He certainly didn't help, for sure. Brian Deal, we probably need to quit with the ACC sucks until we beat them. UNC isn't a bad team. I mean, that's a very good point because when's the last time we beat an ACC team? I'll wait. I'll wait. I mean, truly. I'm not trying to be, whatever, but when's the last time we beat an ACC team? So, us, touting the SEC banner is a weird move at this current juncture. John Rice, how many players will take a snap at quarterback tomorrow? Over, under, 2.5? Way under. Definitely under. Yeah. Definitely under. I think Noland and maybe a Dak Joyner. That's it, though. I don't think Colton Gauthier sees the field. He hadn't seen it all year. No, I think 2 at most. I think 2 at most. Brian Dean, blitz how all day long. Yeah, I'll be very curious to see what Clayton White does in regards to his game plan against UNC and their offense. Because, again, like you said, it's a bowl game. It's important, but roll the dice, man. You got nothing to lose, right? Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Why not? Roll the dice. Yeah, Tim Dorn, NC State and Charlotte. Again, it's been a very long time. It's been a very long time since we've been an ACC opponent. John says he'll take the over. Per sources season, my guy. Per sources season. Per sources season. I'd just be shocked if Colton Gauthier sees the field, man. And I don't know who else. I mean, unless Kai Kroger is going to make an appearance under center, I don't. Jim Davis says something is giving. The decline started in Charlotte. The ascension will begin in Charlotte. After that ass whooping by Clemson, think Beamer will get a new offensive line coach after the season. I mean, I do agree. I think Greg Atkins is certainly gone. Let's see. Sven Webster tuning in. Is Sandage playing? No. Unless something has changed drastically since the end of the year. No, I mean, he's recovering from a broken leg. I don't think he's playing. Again, per sources season. Per sources season. Per sources season. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls here on a Wednesday, which it's weird. It's a Wednesday that feels like a Friday, right? Because it's game day eve. So normally when it's game day eve, it's Friday. So it's very interesting. Very interesting week, of course. So Brandon Watts, per sources season. Per sources. We'll just wait till tomorrow, my guy, to see who has it. We'll just wait till tomorrow. Per sources season. Daddy-O, Wildcat much tomorrow. Why not? Why not? I mean, I don't know for certain, but why not? Why not try it out? You got to move the football in some way. Let's see. Brian Dean says, you get to Howell early, you can rattle him. Use the Notre Dame game plan. Indeed. For sure. Yeah, you got to get after him. No doubt. You got to get after him. Get him in third and longs. Hopefully guys like Jalen Foster. I guess Cam Smith, if he's playing, per Brandon Watts. Marcellus Dial, R.J. Roderick, those others. Yeah. Got to make him pay. If he wants to throw it into traffic, you got to make him pay. Got to make him pay. Pete Hawk, yeah. Per Jomo, Dak Joyner starting at quarterback. And that was found to be wrong like 5 minutes after he told us that. So, per sources season. Now, Tim Dorn, I hear you. UNC was not a great team this year. Let's make no mistake. Their defense was terrible, by the way. Their defense was terrible. Their defense was absolutely terrible. But yeah, I just, I know there's just people out there that love to still dog the ACC, and it's fun to pick and poke and all, but I think like the conference. I'm not sitting there saying that there isn't one conference better than another, but I just think the conference, like pumping, beating of the chest from the conferences, it's just so like overplayed. Like, bro, who cares? Like conference pride, that's not a thing. Like, come on, like enough. I'm glad Florida and Auburn and Mizzou, and I'm glad they lost. I'm actually very, very glad they lost. Very glad they lost. So. Very glad they lost him. Brian Dean says, I'll be rocking my Todd Ellis throwback. Attaboy, nice. Very good. 74 interceptions. Got to love that. No, I'm just kidding. Walked right into that one, my guy. Walked right into that. John Gibbs says, spot the damn ball. You less than 24 hours. We're actually like 23 hours. 23 hours to go till kickoff. Let's see. Brandon Watts, Stephen Gray were at meetings and at breakfast, but some coaches are out with COVID. Don't know who. And again, I think with the COVID stuff, my guy, we're just not going to find out till tomorrow at kickoff. I mean, again, you can, I guess, again, the insiders or the per sources people, whatever, they're going to tell you one thing or another. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So obviously some guys have gotten popped. Some guys have tested positive. Just thank God we're playing. I mean, whatever. It is what it is, man. We'll go play. Thank God the game's not going to be canceled, at least per Shane Beamer and everybody else involved. So at least there's that. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
From Rebecca Standards.
Rebecca, what's going on? How are you?
Doing good. I thought you would come by the church.
We got to get to Charlotte, Rebecca. We got business to take care of. Got to go on a business trip.
Yeah, I heard you on that one. I'm on my way back to Tennessee. I didn't want to leave my Gamecock state,
Right.
Yeah, we'll come out.
No, for sure.
So-
You ought to stop by Charlotte and go to the game.
We turned that with a sign saying.
I wouldn't, but
We went under that.
they don't want to go to it, so
Mm.
I can't do nothing about it. I'll tell you that. They're lost. We're trying to get to Westminster.
I got you.
Is that a state road?
No bueno. Got to pull up the maps. The old Apple maps or the Waze, whatever you prefer.
State Road 24.
Yeah, they're trying to get to Westminster on the.
Got you.
Yeah. But no wonder I got the wrong phone number. I added 7-1 instead of 7-7. No wonder I was trying to call them.
That will do it. That will do it.
Well, my bad. I mean, while I was down here, I got some Gamecock stuff while I was down here.
Very nice. Love to hear that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to get my room all back together.
Mm.
I have a room that is called the Do Nothing Room, and it's all in South Carolina Gamecocks. I gotta get that room straightened out where I can get it all worked out.
Hey, you gotta have one of those rooms in the house for sure, so you can watch games and make you feel like you're back at home in Columbia, no doubt.
All right. But I thought I'd just call in.
No, yeah. Hey, Rebecca, always appreciate it. Enjoy your time with the family, obviously, and let's pull them through tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, they just, right now, like I said, they're lost. They're trying to get to Westminster.
Well, y'all go help them find where you're going now. Go help them find. Don't get lost. Go help them find where you're going.
Yeah, I know. As long as we don't go through Clemson, I won't have a problem.
That's it. You definitely going the wrong way if you go through there.
But anyway, if they go Gamecocks and stuff like that.
Yeah, go Gamecocks. Rebecca, it's always a pleasure to hear from you. Appreciate you calling in. Like I said, enjoy your time with the family, and we'll talk again soon for sure. Again, 843-790-3377. Guys, this is an equal opportunity caller line, if you will. So, hey, anybody can call in. Love to hear from each and every single one of you. So, again, 843-790-3377. Guys, that's 843-790-3377. By the way, a quick update. No tin roof tonight. Because we are heading to Charlotte. I know it's Wednesday, but again, we will be continuing on January the 5th, next Wednesday, and going throughout 2022. So again, really, really excited for that, guys. Can't wait to see you all back out there. It made sense. You know what I mean? I love doing the Tin Roof shows, of course, but with kickoff at 11:30 a.m., guys, like we got to hit the road. We got to get up there. So, Pete Hawks, she sounds like me at Tin Roof on a Saturday at 1:15 a.m. More like 11:15 p.m., my guy. 11:15 p.m. Let's see. The comments are just absurd. The comments absurd. We're going to go ahead and jump into a quick break, guys. Again, I want to continue to hear from you, 843-790-3377. Like I said, guys, my prediction is locked in for the game tomorrow. Check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 565, full breakdown of the game, prediction, thoughts behind the game, all that good stuff. But again, I want to continue to hear from you on the phone lines, in the comments, if you're in the Big Cock Club Discord as well. Your overall thoughts as we sit now about 23 hours away from kickoff before South Carolina takes on the North Carolina Tar Heels at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Great day to have a great day, guys. Great day to have a hump day, have a Wednesday. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. And, of course, David's going to call right when we're going to break.
Call from
Why not?
David Garrett.
David, fire away, my guy. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I hope this coming year is going to be your best one yet. I'm so happy with all the new merchandises that you're able to come out with. I was wanting to tell you, have a good new year and be safe on your trip. And per sources, that eggnog and Jim Beam honey is going to tear my ass up this weekend. Have a good one, my friend, and I'll talk to you next year.
Appreciate it, David. Thanks so much, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate David Garrett for calling in the well wishes, and wish David and all of you well also. Great stuff. Eggnog and Jim Beam honey. How about that combination? Again, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into that break. 843-790-3377. More of your questions, comments, calls on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Continue to take your questions, your comments, your calls as well. 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you. John Rice says, does Peyton Dawkins pass the vibe check? I'll hang up and listen. Barely, John. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of love for P-Dawg. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. Brian Dean asks, Chris, are you planning to attend a lot of baseball games this season? Brian, I'm literally going to all of them. I got season tickets. So, yeah, I'll be at every single last year I went to every single one except 2. And the reason I missed those 2, one of them I went to a Braves game, and the other one, my little brother had his Army send-off party, if you will, back in my hometown. So those are the only 2 I missed. So we will be at every single baseball game. Every single one of them. Let's see. Thomas Norby on Twitter says Gamecocks will win 27-20. Very good. Jacob Rogers says, wonder if David knows they make Jim Beam eggnog. I didn't know that, so that's interesting news. I'm not like I don't hate eggnog, but I'm not like an eggnog guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've never gone into a liquor store and craved eggnog. By the way, I will tell you this, though. If you're like me and you like IPAs, so my guy John, I think John's an IPA guy. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Either way, if you like IPAs, at Publix right now in Columbia, the one off Gervais, they have these Terrapin IPAs, 6-packs. Buy one, get one free. Folks, when have you ever seen buy one, get one free alcohol? That is like insanity. It's insane. I got 12 IPAs yesterday for $10. It's unreal. So if you're in Cola, I would suggest going and stocking up on those bad boys. Why not? Pete says 37-33 Gamecocks. Again, in case you missed it, guys, I'm locked. And I got 34-20 North Carolina. I think UNC gets the W. I just simply don't think South Carolina's got enough to keep up with UNC. You know, can the Gamecocks win? Certainly they can. Absolutely they can. But it's going to take, some timely turnovers, opportunistic defense taking advantage, maybe a defensive touchdown, maybe a special team score. It's going to take those type of things happening. And that's just, to me, guys, unfortunately, that's not a good feeling to go into a game having to bank on all those types of things happening. So, I think it's a close game. I really do. I think it's a close game for the majority of the game. I think UNC will pull away late, though. I think their running game will take over. You can't stop the run at all. You can't stop the run at all, hardly. So I think UNC behind Ty Chandler and Sam Howell's mobility, I think they'll be able to run the ball and you pretty much all day long. And, I think the Gamecocks, unfortunately, will fall in the game tomorrow 34-20. John Rice says, what time is it appropriate to crack a cold one tomorrow? The over-under at 7:45 a.m. Well, John, that depends, I guess. For you, you're on the COVID DL, right, John? John's on the COVID DL, I believe. So I don't know if that changes anything. I would say before 7:45 is fine. I think before 7:45 is fair. I think that's fair. I mean, kickoff's at 11:30, man. So I mean, John Rice, in protocol. John Rice on the COVID DL. Jeez, hate to see that. Pete says 41-27 Tar Heels. Again, I think that's about right. I think that is about right. Guys, something I made a clip about, and we've been talking about it all week, and I really do want to talk about the game more so than anything else, right? But just something I've seen across college football. This goes beyond the Gamecocks, obviously. But let me ask you this. Why do you think it is that when fans' teams lose a bowl game, And we all see this, right? We all see this. When teams lose a bowl game, like the number one thing to say, the ace in the hole is we weren't motivated. We didn't care. Hey, I like Barrett Sallee a lot, man. I've had Barrett on the show. I think Barrett Sallee, if you all know who that is, I think Barrett Sallee does a great job. But I couldn't disagree more with what he said last night. He tweeted this at 9:56 p.m. last night. The SEC is 0-4 this bowl season. The SEC is 0-0 in games it cares about this bowl season. I mean, just to put it on if your team lose, oh, we just didn't care. Like, really? Come on. Come on. Are we going to have another?
Call from
Rebecca Standard.
Rebecca called in again.
to
I'm gonna take
press
it.
1.
I'm gonna
to
take
send
it.
a voicemail, press
Rebecca, 2 times in one day?
You know what? I'm in Clinton, South Carolina. We got lost.
Wow, I hate to hear that, truly.
Yeah, I like to say some words, but I'm not going to say them around.
Yeah, I'd probably punch whoever's driving in the face.
Then I'm like, I'm over here like, I can't. I'm about to explode. You know?
Mhm.
But I get off there, I thought I'd tell you that I was in Clinton.
I hate to hear that for you, Rebecca. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep repping the Gamecocks even in that place. But we are all Cyclones today. We are all Cyclones today, pulling for them to beat Clemson. So
But anyway, I'm gonna get off here.
all right, Rebecca. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. Twice in one day. How about that? 843-790-3377. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Like listen, if South Carolina loses tomorrow, very good chance they do. Heck, I picked them to lose. You're a 10-point underdog. I'm not going to sit here and say because we didn't care. You know, like,
Call from
that's so lame.
Brian Dean.
Here we go. Let's jump back to the phone line.
to
Sorry.
accept, press
Brian, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, my man, Chris? What's going on, brother?
Dude, just hanging out, man. What's up?
Oh, man, I'm just psyched for the bowl game tomorrow. Be my first bowl ever attending, and win or lose, hopefully win. I'm just proud. I love the direction the South Carolina program's going in because I mean, Shane Beamer took a 2-8 squad and got them to 6-6, man. I mean, hats off to it, man. I mean, you build a team basically from what Muschamp left over in the transfer portal. I mean, to me, he should have been coach of the year, but you know how that stuff goes. I'll listen to your comments out there. God bless and have a safe trip.
Appreciate you, Brian. Thanks so much for the call, my friend. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. Yeah, I first things first, well wishes to you. Safe travels to Charlotte. First ever bowl game. I just hope your first ever bowl game goes better than mine did. Because, again, my first ever bowl game, my only bowl game was the Belk Bowl in 2018. And we all know how that went against Virginia. I do also love the direction the program's going. Again, it's one of those things. You know, Steve Spurrier talked about it when he was here. We've been talking about this all week. When you win your final game of the season, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And, you know, that was the other point I was going to get to a little bit earlier. That who, let me ask you this. Who determined that bowl games didn't matter? Who did? Because I understand that guys are opting out. I understand guys are in the transfer portal. These games still matter, though. These games still matter, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. These games still matter. These games are still important. Guys, we're talking about a South Carolina football program that in 129 years of football has gone to 24 bowl games. In that same time, you've won just 9 bowl games in your 129-year history. Winning a bowl game, in my opinion, is still a very big deal for the University of South Carolina. So, like, to act like just, oh, nobody cares about bowl games. Who? Who specifically? Do the fans not care? Because I think fans still care. I would encourage you to stay tuned into social media tomorrow. Because win or lose, you will see that fans care. We all care. Bottom line, we all care. Many, many folks care. And so that's why going back to, I don't like the, are we partially to blame? Are we partially to blame? And I'm not just saying like we, like Gamecock fans. I'm saying like all throughout social media again, oh, the bowl games don't matter, the playoffs. Who made that up? Who is pushing that? Because they do. And people saying, oh, you know, the SEC is 0-0 in games it cares about. You think the guys that are playing in the game don't care? Really? You think they're going through weeks of practice and they're out there just going through the motions and, oh, whatever. You know, if we lose, so be it. It doesn't really matter. Dude, give me a break. Give me a break, bro. That's ridiculous. So, hey, win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Let's not use the excuse, well, we didn't care. We weren't playing our bet. Like, what? No, you either win or you lose. You get your ass whooped, you get your ass whooped. Don't make excuses about it. That's it. And I understand the opt-outs, though, take away some juice from it. But all we got's all we need. That's it. We'll go play with the guys we got. The product that you have is the products that you have. Go play what you got. All you got's all you need. That's it. Brian Dean says going to a bowl game's a privilege. Hey, and that, you know, again, does players opting out, does it make me lose sleep at night? No. Does guys entering the transfer portal make me lose sleep at night? No. But yeah, I agree with you, Brian. It's weird. It's to me, it's strange that players, after busting it all year long, wouldn't want to play in a bowl game. Then why play in the Clemson game? Why play in the Clemson game? Why play in a lot of the games? I mean, if you're just going to opt out, what's the point? I mean, why do you even play the whole season? I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, again, I remember, I've said this before, I remember when adding to your school's trophy case, what was a big deal. And again, I'm not saying guys are wrong for, you know, if you're a guy like Kenny Pickett and there's life-changing money on the line. I mean, I get it, man. I do. I get it. I understand that. I do understand that. But, you know, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird that you play all season to get to the bowl. I mean, the bowl game's the end result. Like Brian Dean saying, the bowl game's the reward. It's the reward. So, but it's here to stay. It's here to stay. But winning these games still matters. I mean, it does. Losing will never be more fun than winning. Winning will always be more fun. It will. You know, it's always fun to win. It's always great to win. And like I said, when you're the Gamecocks and you've won 9 bowl games in your school's history, you don't think getting a 10th bowl win, getting to double digits would be a big deal. I think it's I think it's a big deal. I don't think it's like the most important thing. I think it'd be a big deal, though. I think it'd be a pretty cool thing, honestly. So I don't like the, you know, especially the fans that are like hanging their hats. Oh, we just, you know, we didn't care. I mean, whatever. It's just a bowl game. We didn't care. We didn't care. Like, stop. You're just trying to, you know, you're just trying to make an excuse for your team, but it's a bad one. It's a, in my opinion, it's a very, very bad one. It's a very bad one. So, anyways, Courtney Washington, the schools are doing what's best for them. So when kids do what's best for them, people get mad. I mean, yeah, Courtney. I mean, again, people may not admit it, but they care a lot more about the school than they do the players, right? Players come and go. That Block C on that helmet will outlast any player. It will. It'll outlast any player that plays here. So let's make no mistake. Fans care more about their school than they do any individual player. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Want to continue to hear from you. Rebecca Dean Strand says, Clemson can kiss my ass. Rebecca, very well said. Courtney Washington, players don't care about school more than themselves. Courtney, this is not breaking news. I know. I said that. I went on record and said that. Exactly what you're saying. Players are not fans of the school like fans are, right? A lot of them, most of them didn't grow up Gamecocks. They didn't. South Carolina is just a place to go play to get them to the next level. And again, that's not to say that players don't love where they go, right? That's not to say that. But yeah, you're right. When it's a decision of what should I do for me, or like, what are they going to put first? It's human nature. Most people are going to put themselves first. They are. They're going to put themselves first. So, for example, a guy like JJ Enagbare. Where's JJ from again? I think he's from Georgia. No. Yeah, Atlanta. JJ Enagbare hails from Atlanta, Georgia. He didn't grow up a Gamecock fan. So when it comes down to his decision-making, hey, I got the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I can play in it or take care of what I got going on. I mean, he's going to pick himself. I mean, it's just bottom line. Matthew says, it's always fun beating North Carolina. We got to hand Sam Howell the L. Indeed, my friend. Yeah, it's always a good time to beat them and show who the real Carolina is. And, an intriguing matchup for sure. An intriguing matchup for sure. Sam Howell closing his career in the same building against the same team that he started against. Pretty wild stuff. So, very interesting to say the least. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. But again, it is weird. It is. I'm not going to disagree with you all. It's a little bit weird because, to put all the emphasis on the season, on the playoff. Like I've told you guys before, and I will say this again. College football fans would have so much more peace of mind. They would have so much more peace and happiness in their lives if people could just take a step back and understand that 97% of college football teams are not playing for the national championship. Guess what, guys? When the Gamecocks enter next season, getting to the national title is not even on the radar. It's not. Same can be said for Tennessee, Kentucky, Mizzou, probably Florida, Mississippi State, Auburn, Ole Miss. List goes on and on and on. So, man, you better find some joy in winning a bowl game because if all of your happiness hinges on winning a championship, well, then the game is miserable for 98% of fan bases. And that's why the leash, honestly, that's why the leash is so short on coaches now. Because you got way more than 2% of fan bases that expect to win titles. Way more. Fan bases that should not be expecting to win championships, that do. And so coaches feel the wrath of that, right? Every school thinks they should be the next Alabama. Every school thinks they should be the next Georgia. It's just, and I mean, that's certainly the goal. But I mean, just realistically, you know what I mean? You guys want me to be honest? You know what my goal is for South Carolina football? This goes beyond the bowl game. You know what my goal is? If over a span of a decade, if we could average 8-4, I would be giddy. I would be giddy. 8-4 is a fun season. 8-4 is a fun season, guys. Because, Yeah, you had some crushing losses, but you had some great victories also. Some great victories. 8-4 is a fun year, you know. 8-4 is a fun year, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, would I like to see South going to go 15-0? Yeah, we all would. But, like, realistically, if over the course of a decade we could average 8-4, I'd be ecstatic. Shane Beamer would be the greatest coach in school history if we did that. Argue me. Go ahead. He would. He would, flat out. He would. And he'd be the winningest coach of all time. So, let's see. Let's jump back to the phone lines here. Our good friend, Mr.
Call
Herb
from
Street himself.
Robbie Davis, aka Kirk Street.
To accept.
Robbie, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. What's going on? What's up?
I agree with you on that whole, if Beamer did certain things, he'd be the best coach like we've ever had. I full-blown 110% agree with you, just so you know. And I truly think that in order for us to have a really decent shot at beating North Carolina tomorrow morning, we have got to put pressure on UNC's quarterback, 100%. Because if we don't, he'll probably pick us apart, and it won't be pretty.
Yeah, you got to make him uncomfortable.
know-
Yeah, you got to make him uncomfortable. He's just too good of a player to sit
Right.
back in a clean pocket. Yeah.
Right. And I think that our defensive coordinator will figure out a way to put pressure on Howell and make him pitter-patter his feet a little bit. Because just from what I've seen in the past, especially this year, if what's the quarterback for what's his name?
Sam Howell for
UNC.
UNC. Sam Howell.
Yeah. Look at old Sammy. If he's tap dancing back there, he's not as accurate. So if we can somehow make him have tap dancing shoes on tomorrow morning and make him scared a little bit, I think we can somehow pull it out. And my prediction is 31-27 South Carolina.
Yeah, no,
That's
listen,
my
I
prediction for
agree
tomorrow.
with you, man. It's going to take another effort from the defense, forcing turnovers. I mean, I think you're going to have to win the margin by 3 or 4 to realistically, just help your offense enough. I'm curious, Robbie, on a side note, have you ever picked South Carolina to lose a game before?
You want me to be 100% honest with you?
Yes. Yes.
No, I won't ever do that. I won't do it.
That's what I kind of figured. But either way, I love the good vibes.
I can't. Trust me,
speak
I've
it
thought
into
about it, but I
existence.
just can't.
Speak it into existence either way. Speak it into existence either way.
Trust me, I've thought about it, but I can't. I feel like I'd be betraying my favorite school. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough. I understand.
I've thought about it though.
I just figured I would ask. I just figured I would ask.
I've thought about it though.
For sure. By the way, Robbie, another interesting development. We've got people debating who your number one fan is between P. Dawk and Alyssa Rogers and others. They're debating on who the number one Robbie Davis fan is.
Well, I guess
they're fighting to the death for the right to be called Robbie Davis's number one fan. I just want you to know that.
Well, So it's Alyssa and who else?
And Peyton Dawkins. P-Dawk is the one that really started the Herb Street thing. Let's give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah, he gets credit for that.
Yeah.
But let's just be honest. It was Alyssa's idea for you to do merch.
Give credit where credit's due. You are right. You are right. Give Alyssa credit.
So if you come out with
Big
the
brain.
merch, that's 100% Alyssa. Okay.
Yeah. Alyssa with the big brain. Yeah, with the merch. Yeah, very good point.
So I think it would be safe to say if you came out with the merch, Alyssa would be the #1 fan.
There you have it. Straight from Robbie's mouth. Straight from Robbie's mouth. I love that. Love that.
But yeah, and of course, like I told you before, if we somehow pull off the victory tomorrow, my cousin TJ is going to hate me for the next 48 hours. Okay, because he's like I told you, he's a big Tar Heel fan. So if we somehow pull it off, he's gonna hate me for 48 hours.
I hope he
probably
does.
drive.
Listen, I hope he does. I hope he does. We all hope he does.
It's a win or lose situation because either way, somebody's gonna wind up talking junk to somebody. And my cousin, he's always getting on to me about me being a Gamecock fan, me being a Steelers fan, and anytime he brings up with me being a Steelers fan, I'm like, well, dude.
Breaking news:
Unlike
Robbie
your
Davis is a
NFL team.
Steelers fan. How about that?
And I always tell my cousin, like, dude, unlike your NFL team, my NFL team actually wins championships.
I did not, Robbie. This is
So-
breaking news. I did not know you were a Steelers fan. Not that I'm like a huge NFL guy, but
Dude.
I know some people tune in the chat are big into the NFL. So, yeah, I didn't know that.
I got a Le'Veon Bell jersey with his John Hancock on it, bro.
Wow. So big time. You're legitimate Steelers. You're not just like a bandwagon.
Oh, heck no, dude. Heck no. If I had the time, I would start naming off players from the 70s, bro. But I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
This is now, in your own opinion, I know this is probably going to sound random as all get, but I'm just curious.
Mhm.
Out of all the running, now, obviously George Rogers, when it comes to the running backs at Carolina, he's the GOAT, okay?
Right.
I mean, he won the Heisman for God's sake, okay? So obviously he's the GOAT, okay? But not counting George Rogers, okay, because that's a given. Who would you say is the best South Carolina running back that we've ever had?
I mean, it's Lattimore.
Not counting George Rogers.
It's Lattimore, no question. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I'll be shocked.
I mean,
if he didn't
who
say
else?
Lattimore.
Who else would you answer? I mean, truly, who else?
I mean, you got. I mean, I feel like
And there's some
honestly, I
great
feel
ones.
like
There's
if
some
he
great
hadn't
ones.
got-
Brandon Bennett, Corey Boyd. You know the
Oh yeah, I love
second
Corey
Mike
Boyd.
Davis.
Oh,
I
dude,
mean, I
no,
get it, but nobody touches
Yeah.
Marcus Lattimore.
dude. And I honestly feel like if he hadn't had that horrific injury against Tennessee,
Mhm.
or that injury against Mississippi State, he probably could have been in serious consideration for the Heisman if those two injuries hadn't happened.
Yeah.
And we'd probably have 2 Heisman Trophy winners, which I know Clemson's got 2 national titles in football, but we still have something they don't have, and that's a Heisman Trophy winner.
That's a fact. That's a good point. That's a good point. Feels good to be good.
So, and I'm going to be looking up the baseball schedule here soon. So hopefully if I see that we have a baseball game on my birthday, I'll probably try to go to it. I don't know.
When is your birthday, Robbie?
I'll have
Did I
to-
miss that somehow?
No, my birthday's not until May.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Ma-
We got some
May
time.
17th is my birthday.
Got you. We got some time then. Okay.
Yeah, we got time. So if I look at the schedule and see that we have a home game that on my birthday, I'll probably try to go to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm really excited for baseball season, dude. I really am.
Yeah, I'm fired up, man. I'm obviously I'm a baseball guy, and I think we're gonna have a good team this year. So I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic to start talking some baseball.
And I don't remember if I told you, but like, I love watching baseball, but playing baseball was not my cup of tea. I can watch it now. I love watching baseball, but playing it,
No, it's a hard game, but it's a fun game. But no, dude, I mean, I'm ecstatic for the Yardcocks and to cover them and get rocking and rolling. It's a blast. I mean, baseball season is just unique in its own way. In regards to people ask me what's my favorite, and it's like, there's nothing like football. Football is king, but me being a baseball guy, is a lot of fun. And then basketball is special in its own right. So, we're gonna have a blast this season for sure. We're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I think this coming up baseball season will probably be almost if not more or just as fun as the 2010 and 2011 season.
Hey, I hope so. I would love nothing more than to have to book a trip to Omaha this summer. I would love nothing more.
Are you kidding me? If I somehow could have the money, I would do it myself too. I ain't gonna lie. I'd plan a trip to Omaha in a heartbeat.
Well, it sounds like then we have we'll do this. We'll drop the Robbie merch and all the proceeds will go to Robbie getting to Omaha. That's what we'll do.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
I think that's a good plan. I think that's actually a very good plan. You're welcome. You're welcome for that plan.
All right. So yeah, 31-27 is my prediction. I think we'll wind up getting the ball with honestly, this is what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna wind up getting the ball with basically having to do a 2-minute drill, and our offense will somehow get the ball in the red zone and run it in for a touchdown, and that'll be it. It'll be over. Because we'll score with not enough time for North Carolina to basically march down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll end it with Sam Howell looking up at the sky because he got sacked.
From your lips to God's ears, my friend. From your lips to God's ears. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe Zebulaya can do it one last time and lead us to a victory. I would love to see it.
If
truly.
he does, it's well deserved. I'll tell you that.
Well deserved. Truly, it will be the final chapter in what was a legendary season for Colonel Zeb.
Yes. All right, man. Well, you have a great rest of your day, and you be safe going up to Charlotte later on, okay?
Robbie, I appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure to hear from you. We'll talk to you again soon, my friend. Thank you so much. 843-790-3377. Folks, like anything else in life, some things are better than others. Some calls are better than others, and that's probably going to be the call today. Appreciate Robbie calling in. We got to get to work on that Robbie Davis merch. And there's many of you out there that are clamoring for it, so really, really good stuff. Again, Robbie Davis is locked in, 31-27 Gamecocks. Hell, what do I know? P-Dogs is hammer the money line, Robbie Davis season. Yeah, don't doubt Robbie Davis. When in doubt, hammer Robbie Davis's prediction. You love to see that. Again, 843-790-3377, guys. It's 843-790-3377. We are going to jump into a quick break, but I want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're back. 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. And you know what, folks? Like I told you, with today being game day eve, it sort of does feel like a Friday, right? Does it feel that way to anybody else? It feels like a Friday with game day being tomorrow. You know what we do on Fridays? Sometimes, every now and then, we'll crack a cold one. So you know what? This is going to be one of those days where we do crack a cold one. Cheers, folks, to you all. Hope you have a fantastic hump day. Cheers to game day tomorrow, by the way. Feels good to be good. Feels good to drink a cold brewski. Really good stuff. Again, we'd love to have you guys call in, 843-790-3377. Weather's unreal right now, by the way. I mean, I was looking at a clip, I think yesterday, from like three weeks ago. And I was wearing a hoodie in the studio. Like, literally, it was cold. It was cold outside. Now it's like 70. I feel like, we went to Florida. I feel like I'm still in Florida with this weather. By the way, guys, here's a little throwback for you. 11 years ago. Wait, is that right? That isn't right. I had a memory pop. Maybe it was 15 years ago. Had to be 15. Per sources. Let me confirm. Yes. 15 years ago today, South Carolina beat Houston 44-36 to secure the Liberty Bowl victory. And Kenny McKinley, RIP, had 2 receiving touchdowns in that ball game. Going to be posting that highlight a little bit later. That was 15 years ago, for those who are curious. P-Dawg, Papa John's Bowl against UConn. Don't even want to think about it. I don't know. We don't highlight that game. We don't highlight that game, my friend. What is the bowl? I guess what the first bowl game is at 2:15, right? Yeah, Maryland Vatech. And I think for obvious reasons, we all hope that Vatech destroys Maryland. Also, by the way, go Cyclones. Go Cyclones. Of course, as we all know, that game today, Iowa State taking on that team for the upstate at 5:45. And then tonight, the Alamo Bowl, Oklahoma, Oregon, in what should be a really good game at 9:15. So, there you go. Again, guys, do want to continue to hear from you as we sit here less than 24 hours away from kickoff. John Kruger says, go Virginia Tech, go Iowa State, and go Oklahoma. Indeed. Indeed, John. Appreciate you being tuned in, my friend. Appreciate all those, by the way, for supporting, rocking and rolling with the merch, by the way. Merch has been flying off the shelves. I know many of you have been getting your merchandise, been rocking it, been tagging me, stuff like that. So, again, I really do appreciate you all, your support, man. It's incredible. So, Scotty Griffin. Yeah, I meant to get to your question. Scotty Griffin asked, tailgate tomorrow. So, Scotty, I will be at the Charlotte Gamecock Club tailgate. We're not throwing like an official TSUS tailgate, unfortunately. And again, as I sit here right now, I'm a bit disappointed that's not happening. But it was just honestly, man, logistically with the game being at 11:30 a.m. and just too tough. So, but either way, Charlotte Gamecock Club will come through in the clutch, and we're going to throw that. We're going to tailgate with them.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Here we go. Brian, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
What's up, man? I had to call in. P-Dawg didn't think I called in every day, so I had to keep the streak alive.
P-Dawg, man, P-Dawg's on another planet. He don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I guess because I don't include my last name, and you got multiple Brians, maybe you just figured I was somebody else.
We do have multiple Brians. That's a very good point, though. I mean, there's really only one Robbie, so.
Yeah, I'm the only one. I'm the only Marcus Lattimore's brother, so.
Marcus Lattimore's brother, indeed. Love to hear that.
Funny story. I'll go into a quick rant real quick. Actually, I told you I was in the Army National Guard. I thought it was really cool that your brother was doing his thing. I actually enlisted back in 2011. Right whenever Marcus Lattimore came to the program. So I was like the most important, most popular person in town. So I went through Columbia at Fort Jackson, and like everybody there, obviously Gamecock fans. So they all thought it was the coolest thing in the world to have Marcus Lattimore's last name.
Yeah, I mean that is cool. I mean, I can't say I've met many other Lattimores, so that's unique for sure. I mean, like you said, you're Lattimore's brother from another mother, man.
Yeah, I keep hoping one day I'll meet him. I've missed every opportunity so far, but it made it really easy to find jerseys with my last name on it. So
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
Yeah. No, love that. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to call in and I wanted to change the narrative a little bit. I've been realistic and I think UNC is going to win, whatever. I want to change the narrative today. I want to bring some excitement, some motivation to kind of pull the victory in our favor. So I think that's exactly what's going on in the program, right? The culture and excitement is at an all-time level. I think it may even be higher than Steve Spurrier days with all the buzz basically circling the program and all the cool things going on. So I think the guys are really hyped, really excited. I think they're practicing harder than ever, and I think they may just want it more. I'm really hoping that kind of just propels us to a victory tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's very possible. It's a winnable game. And again, it is something that, I just mentioned earlier. So I guess I might be contradicting myself because I said that, it gets old to me when fans try to just use the ace in the hole of, we didn't care. We didn't show up. We didn't care. But motivation factor is a thing. We at least think so for teams in bowl games. And, it is a what's intriguing. It's a tale of two very different teams in this one, in the sense of, UNC was hyped up as a team that was going to compete for the ACC championship. And we had Brett Cianci at Pick Six Previews on the podcast. He had them going to the playoff. So not only did they not do that, they went 6-6, massively underachieved this year. Then you look at the Gamecocks. Hey, we overachieved. You think we're excited to be in a bowl game, going to play like our hair's on fire. So, I mean, does that factor in? Does it factor in enough for South Carolina to pull off the victory? It could. It could. It's a, I was asked this yesterday. I went on radio at ESPN Upstate and talked to my good friend Diddy. He asked me, can the Gamecocks win the game? They absolutely can. I mean, we were a 21-point underdog to Florida and won. So South Carolina can win the football game. But I think just a lot like that Florida game, you're going to need some out of the ordinary things to happen. I just put it that way.
Right.
You're going to need your defense to, again, have a Herculean effort. You're going to need Sam Howell to not have his best game. You're going to need UNC to put the ball on the ground, right? And I'm not trying to hype up UNC like there's some great football team, but just realistically, the matchups in the game don't really line up well for you. But it is a winnable game. I mean, it's a winnable game. Hey, you need your offensive line to do what they did in that Florida game also, paving the way for 280 rushing yards. I mean, so it's doable. It's doable. It's doable. The only reason, that's, again, though, why I pick UNC is, I think just when you're banking on that many variables that we've seen go the wrong way so many times, but it's a very winnable game. It's a very winnable game, no question.
Yeah. And you mentioned the, whether the players care and stuff like that. I fall somewhere kind of in the middle, right? I mean, I think every team that's going to go out there and play a bowl game, I think they care, right? It's not a whether or not they care or not. It's not a yes or a no. It's how much they care, how motivated they are to go out there and play, how motivated they are to go out there and really just show out and try to make those game-changing moments. Those Jadeveon Clowney 2013 hits, stuff like that changes the game. You're just your average play, making a tackle. Sure, you need those every play to kind of swing the game in your favor, but you need that moment to win a game like this.
Right.
So I'm not going to say any moment we'll ever have in Gamecocks history will ever live up to that hype, to the Jadeveon Clowney hit, but we need something to that factor, something that we can go back and we say, wow, you remember that time, 2021, we played North Carolina, and that moment happened. We need something like that. Something like that to really shift the motivation in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can find something like that. And like I said, it's not whether or not team cares or not. It's which team cares more.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that North Carolina was so highly touted, they had bigger visions coming into the year. They've obviously fallen short. I think we care more, especially with all the hype going around the program. And I'm really hoping that kind of is the difference maker.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Hey, well said, man. Like I said, hopefully that factor, like you mentioned, plays a very, very, very big role in the game. So,
Yeah, so I think, I think Kevin Harris shows out. I think he's kind of been overshadowed by, not only his back injury, but Zaquandre White just being a hot hand. So I think Zaquandre White not being there has given him that extra motivation to not only go out there and play in this bowl game, but also to go back and play next year. Because he's kind of been overshadowed this season. He hasn't been the feature back, and I think he wants to be that. That's why he's not leading the program. He needs to have a big game to carry that momentum into the offseason and come out next year with a vengeance. Marshawn Lloyd's going to be right there with him. So I hope we have a good 1-2 punch. But I think Kevin Harris shows out tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you would think certainly we are the stage is set to see the best version of Kevin Harris this season. Having a couple weeks to get ready, and obviously early in the year he was dealing with that back thing, coming off of that, whatever. But I feel the same way you do. Again, I was asked that yesterday on ESPN Upstate about which guys need to, or which player offensively needs to burst out, and or actually it was specifically which running back needs to carry the load since Quan White won't be there. I mean, it has to be Kevin Harris, man. I mean, he's your go-to guy. He came into the season as your bell cow running back. He's got to, in my opinion, if you ask me, the one player who has to have a big game for South Carolina to see victory, I think it's Kevin Harris. I think Kevin Harris has to go off.
Exactly what I'm thinking. He's got to have at least 100 yards, if not 150. He's got to carry the ball 20, 25 times at least, in my mind, for us to see victory. But you also have to have some other factors in there. I think Cam Smith, Jalen Foster, if we win, I think each one of them gets an interception. We gotta limit Sam Howell somehow or another, and I think the secondary is the answer there. Jalen Foster has to keep him in check downfield, and Cam Smith's got to lock down their number one receiver.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree, man. The path to victory is there. The path to victory is there. I don't want to make it sound like it's some unwinnable game. Again, I know I picked UNC to win by 2 touchdowns, but it's the path to victory is there, no doubt. Yeah.
You also see something like a Zach Pickens block field goal or something like that too. And something like that's got to happen. I think you got to have some kind of out of the ordinary factor to step in, kind of guide you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we'll see. Hey, we'll see. Less than 24 hours to kick. Should be fun.
Yeah, this is always the fun part where we get to talk about it, and then hopefully we don't get let down tomorrow.
Indeed. Indeed. Very well put.
Therapy Friday.
Very, very well put.
We have a Therapy Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to spend Friday having a Therapy Friday, but it just might happen. So.
All right, man. Well, fun to talk to you. Obviously, probably won't talk to you before the game. So, hope you have a good trip up there. Enjoy the environment. Hopefully, I'll get up there one of these days. Last time I was in Charlotte was actually for the UNC game in 2018. So, that obviously didn't go in my favor either. So, I have bad memories of Charlotte myself.
Yeah, should be fun. Should be fun for sure, man. I appreciate you calling as always, and I'm sure we'll talk Friday after the dust is settled in CLT. So.
Yeah, man. All right. Be safe.
Brian, appreciate it, man. Take care. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. Yeah, of course, yours truly was there. The 2019 game he was mentioning. The 2019 game. That was the Fire Muschamp game, in case you guys forgot. That was the Fire Muschamp game. So, yeah, I would rather not have a Therapy Friday, by the way. I didn't even think about that. A Therapy Friday New Year's Eve edition. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? P-Dawg says post-game darts over post-game stogies. P-Dawg, I'm lost on that comment. Marion R26 says, I'm glad we don't see TJ until the next holiday season, Robbie, because I can't listen to him. Who is TJ? I'm confused there as well. Y'all, am I not in on the inside right now? P-Dawg says, if you want to avoid a Therapy Friday, just listen to Friday by Rebecca Black. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Darts as far as like SIGs. Okay. All right. Now that makes more sense. Now it makes more sense. Post-game darts over post-game stogs. Makes a little more sense. Yeah, Jacob, hopefully it is a celebration Friday indeed. Again, guys, like I said, we're going to be heading up to Charlotte fairly soon. I mean, I'm going to get off the Daily Crow and finish packing the bag and get after it.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a.
Rebecca
Kirk Herbstreit.
twice in a day.
to accept, press 1.
Robbie
To
twice
send
in a day.
voicemail, press 2.
What is going on today? Robbie, my friend, twice in a day. I can't say I'm disappointed at it. Thank you for calling back in, my
To
friend.
answer your question, TJ is my cousin.
Oh, okay. Robbie, I'm actually really glad you called back in because I had a question for you that I did not get to answer the last time you were on. So you've never picked the Gamecocks to lose. Let's just say in a crazy –
I thought about it, but I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I understand. That's fine. That's fine. I have no issue with it. Let's just say, though, in a hypothetical world, the Gamecocks and the Steelers played on a neutral field, who would win the game?
To be honest, the Steelers would kick our ass.
But would you go on record and pick
Because
the
it's the
Steelers to
NFL.
do that?
Because it's a college team versus a pro team. There's a major difference between college and pro. So
Okay.
the Steelers would beat the absolute dog mess out of South Carolina.
I would agree.
And if I had money on it,
I was curious.
if I had money on it,
Mhm.
I would pick the Steelers to win by a lot.
Fair enough. I was just curious if, like, when I asked if your brain would like explode from the conflicting fandoms clashing together.
It would be very conflicting, but I may not be the brightest bulb on the street corner, but I got enough sense to know if we were to play an NFL team, we'd get our butts kicked.
Follow-up question: who would you pull for in a game between the Gamecocks and Steelers?
Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I'm pleading the fifth on that question.
Now I got you in a blender. I got your brain in a blender with that one.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one because I honestly don't know what I would do. But like I said, if I had money on it, I'd pick the Steelers to win by a lot.
Yeah, makes sense. We all would. We all would.
Because I don't know if you remember this, but like several years ago, they would always make comparisons to Alabama and basically the worst NFL team. Like, would the worst NFL team lose to Alabama? And I'm like, no. I was like, the Lions would beat Alabama.
The Lions,
Because
yeah.
the-
I
the Lions-
agree.
Like, dude, if you think for 1 second that Alabama is going to beat an NFL team, whatever drugs you've been smoking, you need to stop.
Robbie, what do you say to the people that say that Ben Roethlisberger is washed up and needs to hang it up?
I think, honestly, he does need to, I think he needs to retire because he's not as fleet of foot as he was as a rookie. And I'm kind of concerned about this year's draft because we need a quarterback. So
I think that's a very mature take by you, Robbie. You're not letting your fandom block the fact that yes, Ben Roethlisberger is probably
trust me, dude. We've been
yes.
playing like trash the last few weeks. I mean, we lost. Well, we tied with the Lions, who didn't even win a game until like several weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're literally 6-7-1 because we tied the Lions.
Your season's
And we couldn't
already
beat the Lions? I was
your
like, are you
season's
kidding me?
already a failure.
Yeah, and honestly, if we have another season like this, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Tomlin gets fired. And ever since Mike Tomlin became the head coach for the Steelers, we have not had a losing season. Well, guess what? There's a first time for everything. We might actually have a losing season this year.
Might be time to shuffle some
Will I
things
be
up.
ticked? Will I be ticked if we don't make it to the playoffs? Yes, I will. But you know what? I think this year proves within itself that the Steelers need to rebuild.
There you
We
have it.
need to get a quarterback that we can build a team around.
There you have it. Hey, by the way, I just wanted to break this news to you also, Robbie. You know, Pete Hawks, obviously a huge fan of yours. He is a diehard Dolphins fan. So he says the Steelers are not going to the playoffs. He just want to let you know.
Well, I ain't got nothing against Dolphins fans. It's Ravens fans, Browns fans, and Bengals fans I can't stand.
Ravens, Browns, and Bengals fans are on Robbie Davis's hit list officially.
And the last time we played the Browns, they kicked the crap out of us. It was bad.
Robbie, what if I told you Alyssa was a Browns, Bengals, or Ravens fan? How would you react to that?
We would still be friends.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think she is. I don't think she is, but I just was curious what your reaction to that would be. I don't know who she's a fan of NFL was. I have no idea, to be honest with you. No clue. No clue.
The only team that I could not stand, only because of Tom Brady, was the Patriots. I can't stand the Patriots.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, the Patriots, back when Brady was with them, they were the NFL equivalent to Clemson. Anytime they were playing, I don't care who they were playing, I was pulling against the Patriots because, like I said, they are the NFL equivalent to Clemson for me. I will not pull for them. I won't do it.
Yeah.
Even though they're in the AFC, but I will not pull for them. I won't do it. But I think it's safe to say that it was because of Tom Brady that the Patriots were so good, because right now the Patriots are playing like trash.
Yeah. I think we're all glad Brady is out of New England, no doubt.
And I didn't think he'd ever leave New England, to be honest with you. So when I found out he was going to Tampa, I was like, okay, I did not see this coming. And then next thing you know, he gets Gronk to go with him. I thought to myself, I said, you give it a year or two, he's going to wind up winning a title with Tampa. And the next thing you know, he wins a title with Tampa.
Well, by the way, breaking news, Alyssa is a Buccaneers fan, confirmed. So I think she is a Tom Brady fan to a degree.
That's all right. I got a cousin that's a Brady. I got a cousin that lives in Williston that's a Tom Brady fan as well. And I think it's safe to say that as much as I hate saying it, when it comes to NFL quarterbacks, Brady's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Because he's been to nine Super Bowls and won 7 of them.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I agree. I agree that Brady's the GOAT, undisputed GOAT.
Like and trust me, I used to be one of them where I hated the fact that people would say that Brady was the GOAT. But now, I'm like, dude, he's got 9 Super Bowl appearances and won 7 of them. How is he not? If he's not the GOAT, then who is? Just like when it comes to NBA rings, I think Bill Russell's the GOAT because he's got 10 of them. Oh no, he got 11 of them. Okay, all 10 fingers plus 1 toe.
Facts.
So when it comes to NBA rings, Bill Russell's the GOAT. Now, as far as players go, I think Michael Jordan was one of the best ever. But if I had to choose between having Michael Jordan or rest in peace Kobe take the final shot, I'm probably picking Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I feel we could go on this the NBA greatest of all time, that rant for quite a while. There's no doubt.
But Yeah, my cousin TJ is the Tar Heels fan that I keep referring to. Okay,
Yeah.
he lives in North Carolina. But,
Got you.
yeah, I actually might be going to my first ever hockey game either in January or February, depending on when he gets the tickets.
Love that.
So. I'm excited for that because hopefully it does happen. Because I told my cousin I've always wanted to go to a NHL hockey game because I've never been to one, and he told me that they were pretty awesome to go to.
You should. They're a lot of fun. You should. I have been to an
A
AHL
friend of
game.
mine told me one time he said he went.
Yeah.
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 A friend of mine told me one time he said he went to a hockey game and a boxing match broke out.
Yeah. The fights are cool. By the way, P-Dawg wanted me to tell you that LeBron is the greatest of all time in his opinion. So we'll leave it at that.
Oh my God! All right. Problem solved. Alyssa's my number one fan. Problem solved right there.
There it is.
Don't get me wrong. I know LeBron is on the Lakers.
All right.
I know LeBron's on the Lakers.
Robbie, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna break your heart though. Alyssa also agrees that LeBron is the greatest of all time. So now what?
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Come on now. Hey, come on. Listen. Like I said, Bill Russell's got 11 rings, y'all. Bill Russell's got 11 rings. Enough for all 10 fingers and one toe. So how, on God's green earth, is LeBron the GOAT?
LeBron doesn't even have as many rings as MJ.
And MJ's got 6.
Sorry to ruin
Michael
your
Jordan
sorry to ruin your Wednesday, my guy. Sorry to ruin your Wednesday.
Oh no, my Wednesday was ruined whenever I heard cats underneath my house. I heard cats underneath my house, and they woke me up at like 6 a.m. So my day was ruined long before all this. But yeah. And I like. Oh, fun fact! You know who Kurt Warner is, right?
I do know who Kurt Warner is. Yes.
Okay. So I used to live in Iowa. Okay.
Mhm.
Back when he played for the Iowa Barnstormers. Okay. But before he played for the Iowa Barnstormers, he actually worked at a grocery store that I used to go to all the time whenever we would go grocery shopping.
Really? He was at the grocery store you'd go to?
Yeah, he was a stock boy, yeah.
Wow.
And I also know someone that lives in Blancheville, South Carolina, that used to be the chaplain for the baseball team back when we won the 2 national titles.
Wow. You've been around, my guy. You've been around. That's for sure. You've been around.
And yours truly is a Zaxby's Restaurant Hall of Famer.
There it is. One time for Robbie Davis. One time. I already knew that, but I'm glad now everybody else knows as well. And by the way, I love Zaxby's. So that's a big deal for me. I love Zaxby's. Personally. Hey, Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A in my mind. You can hate me if you want, everybody on the internet, but Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A.
Hey, I agree that when it comes to variety, Zaxby's is better. And I'm not just saying that because I used to work at Zaxby's, but I'm being dead serious. Because where else are you going to get a boneless wings and things dipped in tongue torch and nuclear with extra fries and extra seasoning and some back sauce that tastes amazing?
Preach to the masses. Preach to the masses. Preach.
Like I used to listen. Whenever I started working at Zaxby's, I kid you not, the girl that always would take my order, I would never have to tell her my order because I always got the same thing: boneless wings and things, tongue torch and nuclear, extra Zax sauce, extra fries, extra seasoning,
And of course, cheddar bites.
Cheddar bites.
That was my order.
Never gotten the cheddar bites.
Dude, yeah. Dude, if you ever go to Zaxby's again and they have cheddar bites, get cheddar bites and dip them in your Zax sauce. I promise you, you'll probably hear angels singing, because whenever I did it the first time, I started hearing angels singing. I was like, wait a minute. Have I died and gone to heaven? It's a little too early. But it's really good.
I will definitely do that and let you know the end result. I definitely will do that.
And don't let them get cold, because whenever the cheddar bites get cold and you dip them, they suck.
No, I gotta eat them hot.
Yeah, you gotta dip them in the Zax sauce while they're good and hot, and then But yeah. And I think that, and don't get me wrong, okay? Like I said, okay? There are certain people that think LeBron is the GOAT, like P-Dog, okay?
And Alyssa.
And Alyssa.
Yeah.
And Alyssa, no hard feelings towards the both of you whatsoever. But I am telling you, Bill Russell is the GOAT.
Fair enough.
Okay?
Fair enough. Bill Russell. On record.
He is the undisputed NBA GOAT. Until LeBron gets 12 rings, Bill Russell's the GOAT.
Fair enough.
So I just, and I've also made up my mind that if the Browns ever make it to a Super Bowl, I'm pulling for the Browns.
Yeah, Browns fans are like Gamecock fans. They haven't had a ton to cheer about, so I think it'd be cool to see them win something.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
Robbie, I think Alyssa wants to put your brain in a blender. She says Clemson has more national championships, aka rings, than South Carolina. Does that also make them the GOAT?
Well, if you think about it, South Carolina also has 2 rings in baseball, plus a ring in women's basketball. So you tell me.
I tell you, you're a TikToker. You're a critical thinker. I like that. You and I both.
Huh?
You and I are both.
What'd you say?
I said you're a TikToker. You're a critical thinker. You and I both. I like that. That's what I say to you.
Until Clemson wins another national title in football, or wins 2 national titles in baseball, and we already know they won't win one in women's basketball because they only had a team for 2 years?
Yes. Very, very short time.
And so, you tell me. I didn't think I was going to live long enough to even see us win a conference, have a chance to go to Atlanta in my lifetime, but it happened. But we ran into a buzzsaw by the name of Cam Newton, or as I do around my cousin, Scam Newton.
Facts. I love it. Robbie, today has been legendary, my friend. Today has been legendary. I hope your back doesn't hurt too badly tomorrow from carrying the Daily Crow today, because you certainly, sir, have done that.
And by the way, did you see what I said about people wanting me to do the Daily Crow while you were on vacation?
I did not. What did you say? Remind me.
I basically said this. I said I would not ever take your job, but I would. But if you really needed me to, I would do it.
I think we should just
Better
have
yet.
you. I think we should just have you, P-Doc, Alyssa, and maybe John Kruger all debate who the GOAT is in the NBA. That could just be that could be the fill-in Daily Crow. I feel like that conversation could go on for weeks.
So, all right, let me ask you this. What would you think of this? What if we were able to figure it out and you had me for a conversation and put it up on your YouTube page?
We can figure that out. We can figure that out. Yeah, we can figure that out. I think that would be.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out off the air, but I think we can make something happen.
All right. Well, keep me posted.
Will do. Robbie, pleasure. I'm glad you called back in again, my friend. I'm glad you called back in.
Go Cox. To heck with UNC and to heck with that team in the upstate.
Indeed. Well said. Well said. Robbie, you take care. I'm sure we'll talk again on Friday.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk.
Yeah. We'll talk. Good stuff.
Have a good one.
You too. Good stuff. Wow. What a call. I mean, what a day. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. The comments today are just off the rails. Off the rails. Robbie can take your man if he wants to, but lucky for you, he don't want to. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we'll have to get Robbie. I think Robbie should just come on the show at this point. Literally, truly. I might just retire and let Robbie just take over everything. Why not? Robbie, hey, Robbie dropping bars on a Wednesday. Robbie spitting bars on a Wednesday. Literally, basically taking us to the end of the show. Scotty Griffin, yes, I'm in the lower level, 206. I am in the lower level, 206. Yes, sir, my friend. Yes, sir. I am in the lower level, 206. Yep. So, going to be heading up there probably within the next hour for sure. So, within the next hour for sure. Let's see. Luke Boyd says, I remember the bowl game in Charlotte against Virginia. I sat 3 seats down from you, and at that time I had no idea who you were. The man is growing. Luke, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's crazy, man. That's actually kind of wild to think about. That's wild to think about, man. It's been a while since those days. I mean, you think about it, that was 3 years ago. So time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Time flies when you're having fun. What an insane. We just totally went off the rails there talking NFL, NBA, like whatever. By the way, just for the record, yeah, we'll catch up Scotty Griffin tomorrow. Brian Dean says he's in section 203. For the record, especially for P-Doc and Alyssa and others, MJ's the GOAT. MJ's the GOAT. Bottom line. MJ is the GOAT. So I'll leave you with that. I might have just shattered our friendship, but MJ is the GOAT. So take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. MJ's the GOAT. I maybe would even put Kobe ahead of LeBron. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's 1A, 1B. It's 1A, 1B, but I think MJ's the GOAT. I'm an MJ guy. I'm an MJ guy. All right, way, guys, this has been a blast. Appreciate you all tuning in. My guy John asked me. I guess I can text him back. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm an MJ guy. John Kruger, Chris, quickly, in your opinion, the head coaches at new schools, which will succeed the best? I'll tell you this, man. I think Lincoln Riley is going to crush it at Southern Cal. I think Lincoln Riley is going to crush it. I think he's going to win a lot of, people are going to say, oh, he evaded the SEC. He's quitting. We're playing chess while he's playing chess while we're playing checkers. Like this dude, I think he's going to crush it at Southern Cal. Alyssa says, final words, pray for Robbie and the cats under his house. Indeed. Yeah. Robbie heard the cats this morning and said all hell's going to break loose today, especially on the Daily Crow. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Hey, episode 565 out today. Episode 565 out today. My full prediction, again, I've locked it in. I want to continue to hear from you, though, all throughout the day on social media going into tomorrow. But, yeah, like I said, guys, we're about to head to Charlotte tonight. We'll be at the Charlotte Gamecock Club event at Ink and Ivy. So if you're out there, we'd love to say what's up. We'd love to see you. And then tomorrow, of course, game day. We'll be at the Charlotte Gamecock Club tailgate. We'll be kind of all over Ink and Ivy as well. We'll be around Romar Bearden Park and the stadium and all that good stuff. But looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Going to be a lot of fun. Hey, what a Daily Crow. The Daily Crow is as legendary as any we've ever done. Thank you to all those that called in. Thank you for you guys tuning in, leaving your comments, all that good stuff. And if you're in CLT, be sure to holler at your boy. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. I'll leave you with this. Go Cox, beat North Carolina, and we'll talk to you on Friday.